a dinosaur story. There we go. I don't know, everything was behind by like 5 seconds. When I looked over the stream, it just locked up. But then I checked my task manager, and for some reason, like, I was using like 85% of my CPU for some system interrupting. I'm definitely gonna rinse a lot of the stuff that I have issues with. I was trying to play a certain emulator yesterday and it wasn't working, and I'm pretty sure it's just a Windows 11 thing. But what I was gonna say about Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden is, like, you just saw what happened right there. In these games, more so than any others, a lot of times you will die, especially in the classic Castlevania games. And it's not from, like, getting hit. It's not from taking damage, it's like you get hit and you bounce back so far. And the game is constructed in a way where it's like, oh yeah, it's never your life bar that's the problem. Also, if you've never played Castlevania before, especially the old ones, the hearts I'm collecting, like that heart right there, what that's for is this. That's for your special moves, it's not for, like, health. So, in the later games, I think they switch it, like the ones in GBA, which are... Symphony of the Night is, like, a game that I think everybody probably should play. But in Symphony of the Night, you end up, like, getting weapons and stuff like that, and I think, like, I feel like hearts are, like, currency in that game. I don't know, I can't remember. It's been a while since I played it. I know in some of them they change it so it's currency, which is very confusing. But you don't, as far as I know, like, really, you get wall meats. Which is, like, hidden things of, like, meat that'll, like, heal you. There we go, I got a good weapon. The axe. Knife's not bad. Axe is better, though. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. That right there, that sure does suck. I don't know if this game has continues. I know that people say it's easy. I'm assuming it's because the game just lets you go. We'll see. A lot of the mistakes I'm making are, like, I feel like rookie mistakes. There. Now my whip is fully upgraded. My own hubris got me killed last time. Will it happen again? See, if I whip, like, the action of whipping does more damage to the thing than dangling it. But sometimes you can dangle it and, like, you can take out a bird, like, I think it's 2 hits, but it's a hit per frame or something like that, so, or a hit per second. Yes. Sure, you just noticed right there, those birds, they, like, were about to knock me off the stairs, off the screen, and then I was going to lose another life. I've got half of my life left. There's health. Yeah, it's not great. It's really cool for, like, if you're over something, you just want to deal damage without actually trying. Like, if there's one of those little skeleton things, like, oh, I'm gonna dangle this on its head. It's not the most necessary addition to the series, which is why I don't think it's in any other game, but it is cool. Kind of makes me wish that there is a... This is weird. I wish there's, like, a VR Castlevania game. I don't think there's any VR weapon games. this as cowardly as possible. Uh-oh. Did it. I did it. Oh man, what time is it? Yeah, it's the anime stuff, like, you know, it is what it is, but I remember playing like the GBA games in particular when they were new and just being like, this art style, like as they got like further along, it was more and more flowy looking anime characters, kind of like the Final Fantasy art that they use in like the character select screens in the old games. It started looking more like that. But then again, I mean, I guess they did have they had that reboot or whatever you want to call it. The what were those games called? I just finished one of them. The 3D Castlevania games that came out on like 360. Can't remember their names. Yeah, that's it. That was it. Man, I remember hearing people say like, "Oh, those games." I think when they came out, some people were like, "Oh, those games are terrible." I think the game is the first game. I think it's fine. But I also remember hearing an interview before I had actually finished the game, where the developer was apologizing for the DLC, and I was like, it can't be that bad. And like that DLC it's one of those rare moments in a game where I'm like, this DLC kind of ruins the pace of the game, especially if you play the PC version, where like in order to get the achievement for finishing the full game, you have to play to the DLC, and it's not good. Like, I think they said that they were just kind of trying to make something, and one of the tooltips I believe you get is like, "We're sorry," which is hilarious, also kind of sad. I think they were forced to make it because the game sold well, and Konami's like, "Oh, you got to make us more money." Like, we told our story. We need money. Pass. That's a trap. I love Castlevania traps of, here's this situation that you can easily get through. We're going to throw this enemy, and this one enemy right here is the thing that will take your entire life bar out. Love it. Something about the idea of just a weird skeleton that's just there and just licking stuff. Oh, this is not Dark Souls. It's not an illusory wall, whatever the hell they call them. This was one of the moments I remember like reading about in video game magazines before I got to play this, and people were like, "Oh man, it's crazy! Like the entire level tilts." Like, it is pretty cool. Definitely hit different in the 90s than it does now. Like now it's like, Look at this malarkey. Look at this. I should have just gone. Oh man, I think I'm supposed to go that way. I can't remember. I'm out of lives. Whee. Oh man, redo. Redo. Try that out. that was my, I think it's a Contra Hardcore, where like the first boss, the first mini boss that you fight, the giant like eyeball Cyclops robot thing. I think my strategy was like, I figured out like, oh, if you stand in this one spot here and you shoot up, it just kills it. I mean, I'll take tips. This game is what, like, close to 30 years old now, if it's not already 30. I don't know, like, I've played this game plenty of times. I usually just get, it's not, I think it's maybe right around here, and then just like, alright, I'm out. There's no reason, other than usually by this point I'm like, oh, alright, I'm gonna switch games. This is the problem with emulation. Like, I've got cartridges too. But yeah, anytime I play anything like using an emulator, I'm just like, I can definitely go switch games if I want to. Sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes it's just the thing, just me thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, I gotta put effort in. Nah, that's not happening. Gotcha. I remember things from playing this game when I was a kid, but I don't remember a lot. Pretty cool effects though. I don't know, I think my favorite effect that games use for like parallax scrolling is when it's the thing of like, oh, you're going at the tower and the tower's spinning. Oh man. Well, while I'm doing this, so there's an arcade near me. And the arcade they had a Castlevania arcade machine, which I'd never played. I remember seeing it there and be like, man, that's wild. I never played it, and now it's gone. And it's kind of a bummer, because I feel like I've missed out on something. I don't know. Never really heard anybody talk about that game. Yeah, it's, yeah, I remember this. This felt so cool. Yeah, they've got, it's a round one, so they've got a lot of, like, I guess, bigger games and, like, import stuff, which is cool. Got rid of that Castlevania machine, but the funny thing is, like, I never ever saw anybody playing that game. I think that game uses the, Konami arcade cards to like track your stats or something, or high scores, but I don't know who the hell you would compete with in Castlevania the arcade game. It's weird. It looked like it was a light gun game, but they had a whip. Oh, that hurts. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It's that bounce back, man. It's so much. Just do it again? These enemies are startling me. I didn't die, this is true. This is true. It's the equivalent of like seeing somebody like jump out around a corner and then going back in the room and being like, oh my god, they got me. Like getting startled by the same person again. I'm assuming there's plenty of cool secrets here, but my cool secret is that I don't want to die. I guess I'm going up. Oh man. Oh man. I saw that coming. I was like, I was mentally prepared for it, but it was like, that's not actually gonna happen, is it? And it did. That is how they get you. Again. You go this way. I'm determined to make this as difficult for myself as possible. That fucking bat. Oh man. I'm gonna have nightmares about that bat tonight. Or I'm gonna get to work in the morning and just be looking out for bats and just ruin my entire day. Alright, fine. Leave it alone. Strategic timing. Alright, no, it's not over yet. Alright, game. I don't know, everything I learned from video games, like the left side looks like it's easier, which means that it must be wrong. I don't know. I feel like those might be one-hit kills. This also looks very familiar. I don't know if I've actually been this far in this level or not. Parts of this look familiar, and then parts are like, wait, what? I think it's very funny still. I bought Dying Light 2, like pre-ordered it. I could be playing that. I'm just like, I'm gonna play Castlevania IV, man. Grudge against this game all of a sudden. I think I remember this. Yes, because I thought that this was the coolest looking thing when I was a kid. Man, the level shrinks and stuff, and it's faster. Just like me, I'm short. Get faster the smaller I get, or something. It's not going my way. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Oh man. If only I didn't die, then I'd be alive. Hang on. Yeah, that's old games though. That's old games. It's one of the things I kind of miss is like I miss it, and then it's also like it's good that it's not there. I just finished Call of Duty 1. It's one of those games where like you go into a room and sometimes you take all of the damage and you reload the save when it doesn't happen and you don't know why. Um, my friend is asking me about Dying Light 2, which I would be playing again, but I have a grudge against this specific Castlevania. I guess all of them. I could play through any of them, I suppose, or attempt to. I also got to be up for work like super early. I'd be up at like 4 a.m. It is, I think, 8 p.m. here. I think almost caught me off guard. Again, my short memory of like I was just there. I just dealt with that guy. I think the cool, spooky skeletons in the background looking at you is a nice touch. Still holds up. It's one of those things, there's certain things in old games where you see it and you're like, wow, how do they do that? How do they make tracking? It's really funny when you find a game that you can tell tries to copy it. Like, say for example, like, man, fighting games are cool. Especially this year's Street Fighter game, and you look at Clay Fighter and everything Clay Fighter tried to do, and it's like, this is not quite the same thing, but we appreciate your effort. I've always loved how in the Castlevania games, when you touch those rotating platforms, how they just like... The timing is weird on them. It's like if you can time your jump in a way where you land and you're going to jump, but if your timing is off, the jump doesn't happen because it's like your foot gets stuck to the platform. You're gonna be the one. It's already going great. I'm supposed to have 3 bars of life left. That was the plan all along. There's so many pitfalls in like this and the Ninja Gaiden games where it's just like, nope. All you do here is this is the death room. You're going to go in this room, like this right here. If you have full life, it doesn't matter because that's the thing that's gonna happen. Is like you're more likely to get hit and then just fall to your death. Oh man. I love it. I really do miss that. I wish, I don't know. So then NBA 2K23, whatever the hell comes out next, like IS, the basketball, but if you miss the pass, then your character gets addicted to drugs and can never play basketball professionally again or something. I don't know. Oh no! Oh man, I should try to do this the way that you suggested of just finding the spot in the middle and crouching, but I want to hit them. I need to hit the Medusa heads. Even harder since I don't have the upgraded whip right now. No. I'll figure this out. One day. When I get good enough to be a Super Castlevania IV speedrunner and beat the game in 7 hours, or 23, then we'll see. Mutant League Football. I did. So, I played Mutant League Football and Mutant League Hockey as a kid. Thought those were really cool. I ended up buying them again as an adult, or I think I bought Mutant League Hockey as an adult. I wish I got football. I don't know. They were... I feel like those games are... They cost more than you would expect, but they're not super expensive. Like, it depends on what you're comfortable paying for retro games. Like, I think I bought my copy of Mutant League Hockey. Let's say, like, at the time, must have been like 7 years ago or something. But I bought it for like 25 or 30 bucks. The messed up thing about Mutant League Hockey in particular, I don't know how football holds up, is that Mutant League Hockey has a really bad frame rate compared to like NHL 94 and 95. I don't know why. Must be the extreme gore. Apply this message. Okay. I'm gonna ramble about an unrelated topic. It has nothing to do with Castlevania, it's just a game thing in general. Alright. I don't know if anybody out there has this opinion on games that I do. But when it comes to games and pre-order bonuses for games, when I was younger, I used to love them. And then I got to a point where I was like, I don't want any of them. And my reasoning is because a lot of games, like if it's something cool, like I don't know, like oh here's a cloth map, like a physical collectible, that's cool to me. But if it's like, alright, we're gonna give you this gun that does more damage than normal. Like you wouldn't have this gun until you're level 10 to kind of help you at the beginning of the game. I don't want any of that. And my reasoning is because like, I feel like it's kind of like cutting out part of the experience. So anytime I get a game that's got like pre-order bonuses, like if I get in the game and I can figure out what the damn things are, I try to sell them like as soon as possible. I only mention this because Dying Light 2 came with some stuff and I don't know what it is. If it's cosmetic stuff, it's fine, but if it's like, you know, actual like game-changing thing, I don't want any parts of it. I know, I think Dead Island had some stuff like that, like, oh, you get this schematic for this weapon that you wouldn't get until later. Those games right there, I never really got around to playing them. I had a friend who was super obsessed with them. When he found out I played RPGs, he's like, oh man, you ever played those games? Lunar? Like, what? No, I've never heard of them, because at the time, I think I had a Super Nintendo and an N64. I played like Earthbound, so you know I was a fan of that. He didn't really know what Earthbound was, and Yeah, I remember he showed me some of the collectibles that came with that game. Like, that shit was insane. What was it like? I don't know. Like, say the game was like $80 and it came with like the full soundtrack and like an art book and everything. Good times. I think the last physical item I got from a game, I know because I'm dumb. I was traveling to Florida to see some friends on a bus, and this happened to be the same time that the Turok reboot was coming out for the 360. So I pre-ordered the game from like some city I was never going to go back to for $5 to get the demo disc. But beyond that, it was like Grid. The racing game, I got a free shirt from that, which was a hot mess. That shirt was like flattened. It took forever to get the wrinkles out of it. Man, Lords of Shadow. Who was that? Is that Mercury Steam that made that game? Alright, it's time to do battle. Oh man, Castlevania. All of a sudden, I don't know what it is about this fight that just made me think of it. Remember the fighting game? What was it, Judgment? Castlevania was like, oh, we're gonna make a cool fighting game. Starring all of your favorite characters. Fighting like you always dreamed of them doing. Which nobody ever asked for, but they did it anyway. Yeah, I did it. Never got to play that game. Seeing that thing grow and then shrink is the most satisfying thing. It's really dumb. That is just them showing off like, hey, look at what we can do with the with mode 7. Love it. Just a sec. Yeah, that was what I heard about. Like, so again, the first 16-bit Castlevania game I played was Bloodlines, which is a really cool game. You know, it doesn't have any of the Belmonts in it, but it was still really cool. And then I remember reading magazines about this game, and people were like, "Oh, this is the good Castlevania game," but nobody ever talked about Bloodlines at the time. So when I finally got to play it, like I remember seeing that level there, that boss. I remember that boss when I was a kid, and just being like, it just seemed so cool. But it was also, I don't know. It's not the best boss fight. Let's be real. The only thing it did was like grow and jump and drop bricks from the sky. Then it got really big and then it spun off into the distance at the end. I don't know why that happened. Can't believe I lost all of my health already. I was also, until podcast existed, I was unaware that this game was considered to be like a reboot of the original game. So I remember playing this and never really hit me like that. Playing it now still doesn't really hit me like that. If they say so. Such a cool looking game, man. The soundtrack is pretty cool too. It's not like, I would say that this is not the kind of soundtrack that I would listen to, but it is very atmospheric, and for like when the game came out, I could definitely see like, oh, this is kind of creepy. The same feeling, well, I guess not the same exact feeling, but like Splatterhouse is another game where like you play it and it's like, yes, it's not the scariest game, but for like the early 90s, like, it's a creepy game. Before FMVs were really a thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Every time I find a game that like gets that feeling right, it's really cool because using pixels like this, like you have to get like the right colors and everything. Right colors. There's something about this game's colors and like I feel like I don't know. Maybe the music, something. It hits the feeling I'm looking for. I'm going towards Dracula's castle. Oh no. It is one of my family members that, for some reason, in death, all they could think to do was whip stuff. This is my story for why this guy exists. Weird existence. Came back from the dead to whip it good. As a skeleton. Like, I think I remember this, but I'm also possibly confusing this part right here with, no, yeah, I'm confusing this with Apart from Bloodlines. Oh no! I really appreciate that. Dog just falls asleep. Oh no, I've got hot zombie babes closing in on me from both sides. I assume they are women. They're probably not. I'm also definitely making a giant assumption that they're supposed to be hot, which I don't believe they are. Oh, it says enemies that take like 50 million hits to kill in the other games. The bane of my existence. Oh, no. Yeah, you disappear. You disappear. You get unspawned, you jerk. Wish I could do that with all of life's problems. Just walk away and come back. It's like, nope. Yep, those taxes, they're definitely taken care of since you walked away for a second. Completely forgot about all those bills. Spooky. Yes, I remember this being very confusing to me because the way that the game scales makes it very hard for me to figure out where I'm gonna land at when I jump. Alright. Got overconfident there. Yeah. Oh man. When I was playing Call of Duty 1, I had forgot, I mean, it still happens now, but I forgot about the bullet decals, despawning. As time goes on, it's not even a long time, it's like, oh yes, 10 seconds later, there was no warrior. What are you talking about? Combat. Close. As a child, I would have never predicted that would happen right there. Son of a bitch. Trying to break my ankles. Oh my gosh, the fucking Wow. I'm sorry, I didn't realize the candle would hit me. I thought the candle was just a little cool effect. It's like in Super Smash Brothers when I think Luigi's taunt was like he kicks dust. Like, no, it's definitely possible to die from that dust if your health is higher or you've taken enough damage. Yes. Weird palm clouds. I don't know if I remember any of this here. Okay. I can throw 2 axes. Why is he so fast? Wish he made the sounds that the butler makes from like Tomb Raider. Oh no! Oh no! It's a secret. Apartment 3. Man. Gonna make it. Gonna make it there. I have no clue what it would be. Is it here? Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, I got a retro achievement for it, even if I don't necessarily know what I just did. I appreciate that, because the only thing I know of that is a secret in this game is whatever this weird treasure room is. Oh no. Some treasure room before you fight some boss where you go down a pit and like there's just a bunch of stuff there. I'll take it. Oh no, yeah, I know. It's the problem with Twitch. It's the curse of Twitch. I remember back in the good old days when there wasn't as big of a delay, and like now it's like, seems like a 30-second delay or something. Just a moment. Okay, my bad. I'm attempting to eat still. Badly. I might actually have to write down the password because I'm getting close to bedtime. Oh man. Oh, there we go. Almost didn't get it. Well, see, I'm using retro achievements in hardcore mode, so I don't think I can save state. Again, not that these achievements matter because people made them up, but I try not to use save states in like old console games. I'll use them on like PC games because they're usually made for that. But I like just kind of trying to see how far I can get just playing the game like by its own rules. I can pretend I'm in the 90s again. I've actually got a notebook that I use to put passwords and stuff in for different games because I think it's pretty neat. I remember when I was a kid, man, I must have annoyed my dad so much. I'm so surprised he put up with all this shit. Anytime I would play a Mega Man game, I would make him write the password down for me, especially because, you know, I couldn't really read or write all that well. And Mega Man passwords were like circles. I think the passwords in this game are like symbols or something, right? They'll be like, oh yes, you have a red circle and a blue circle and a blank space, so you would have to draw a grid out every single time I needed the password written down. And get 2 colored pins or pencils or something out. Yeah, I think that stuff I think it's really neat, because it's a system that you don't really see anymore, so like, embracing the game like that feels really cool to me. Close. Alright. What was it like? Oh man. I already forgot. There we go. So we can do this better this time. I don't know anything about this room here, but I do feel like there's a pretty good chance. Oh, that's sad. I feel like there's a pretty good chance that that entire character has like some sort of like weird lore. People have written like fanfics about this specific character. There's some sort of Rule 34 about Dog Guy. Yeah, I need to maximize my weapon choices a little bit better. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, come on. Oh, man. Breaking my balls game. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, man. This is what I've heard. Like, I know at least in the first game, like, you got the way of, like, locking certain enemies down by using the right weapons on them. I never knew if that was intentional or not, but it's still a pretty cool thing. I'm gonna remember this one day. Only once. Oh man, you guys mad at me because I murdered his dog. He's here, right? Oh, like, you're never coming back down here to get any assistance ever. This damn lobby thing is no good. Oh my goodness. That means that you're too good at the game, so you've never made the mistake of having to die there and go back into the same life. Or the same continue. Can I kill those? I didn't see it like registering a hit when I was trying to hit it. Oh, I guess it does. Yes. Mode 7 enemy. I appreciate that, because I was definitely thinking those things were taking damage when I was hitting them. I was assuming that the little spark meant, like, it was somehow blocking the damage. Oh, that makes that entire section a lot easier. Okay. Don't jump. Oh, wow. For some reason, that dog guy just popped in my head, and it's the Simpsons quote. Each time gone to heaven. Oh no, it's a death room. She was like one of those rooms that is designed where it's like, no, you're not gonna die normally, something's gonna hit you. Okay. Okay. Aw, man. Luck. Look at that. Oh no, the Undertaker's coming after me. I don't know how that casket equals the Undertaker does. Yo, this scrolling is wild. This almost hurts my brain looking at this, because it feels very unnecessary, but it looks really cool. Oh man, as you said, tech demo. It's such a tech demo moment of like, oh yes, look at these layers of scrolling with these enemies moving real time too. Couldn't do that on the Nintendo. Those are pervert hands. Don't understand anything that's happening right now. Tactical espionage action. This is the original Metal Gear. Sorry, this is the original Metal Gear Solid. Sneaking mission. Did I? Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I did something. I might have rushed something. Whoops. Give me a second. I was supposed to order something on Amazon, and I definitely put the order in, but I don't know if I hit send, and it needs to be here like within like tomorrow or Saturday. Oh man. No, I didn't. I definitely did not do the thing that I meant to do. This is a good catch. Alright. Okay. Looks good. Alright. Okay, I did it. Alright. Rookie mistake. Alright, back to the game. So there has to be haunted furniture there. Rude. Ah, yes. Fully upgraded whip. I want to do the... Yeah, there we go. It's worth all the damage I took just to see them all explode at the same time. Definitely a good trade. Ooh. I don't know what the little icon means in the corner of the screen for me. It's a retro achievements thing, but I don't know, like, why that's there. Is that the boss? I have to fight a couple that's on Dancing with the Stars? Are you kidding me? Oh man. Oh no! It's a long way to go back. Alright, all this means is that what I should not do is I should not wait for that stupid exploding cross thing. Yes. Yes. I've heard those names before, and now I know what they... Okay. I remember hearing those names at some point in my life and being like, what? and then finding out it was in this game, and I literally had forgot about that until you just mentioned it. Oh no! Couples do so much damage. How do you get Paula Abdul and Fred Astaire as like the two people that you go? I get like Paula Abdul, super relevant at the time of this game, but Fred Astaire? Are you kidding me? Oh, whatever. You know, somebody's like, "Ah, yes, pick two pop culture people to be in your video game." And you're like, "All right, Taylor Swift and Elvis Presley." And it's like, why? Pick a time period. Yeah, it's, let me see if I can pull this thing up. It shows up in here. Right there. Fighting Vipers. Paula Abdul and Fred Astaire. Fucking fantastic. Love it. Okay. At this point, I was gonna say I'm going to just try to beat them out. You're breaking this game's lore for me. I was like, oh, Pooksil sounds like such a mysterious name. I don't want to. I didn't even know that. That is a spoiler right there. Oh wow. Oh man. I am the kind of person that was like, what do you mean Alucard is Dracula spelled backwards? That's impossible. You can't spell words backwards. Oh shit, it is a statue of the Black Panther. Oh no, it's a book. For obvious reasons, this stage is reminding me of the Pagemaster video game specifically. I remember being so excited for that movie when it came out, and I think it was just like, oh man, Macaulay Culkin's gonna be in an animated movie. And now thinking about that is like, a draw? Is like, why did I care? I was like, oh yes, Macaulay Culkin, Whoopi Goldberg is gonna be one of the books. Like, wow, this is gonna be great. I love reading. And I did at the time, but it was not a selling point for anything ever. I need to watch that again. I haven't seen that movie since I was a kid, but I played that game all the time. Never finished that game either. That is a game that I bought a physical copy of, like, probably around the same time I got Mutant League Football, and I let somebody, like, borrow my Nintendo, and they put it in a storage unit, and then never paid their storage unit. And I lost all of that stuff. But it's all good, because emulation is fundamental. Little Nemo is the thing. I remember seeing it as a kid, and what stood out about it, like, I didn't know it was Japanese animation because I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest, like, as a kid, I mean, whatever, it was the 90s. I'm an American, I'm a, like, black American kid, so all we knew about, you know, Japan was, like, whenever they would do, like, movies, they would always play a gong whenever somebody was from, like, Japan or Asia, in general. So, this is my exposure, so, you know, telling me like, oh yes, this is Japanese animation, or what they called it in the 90s, Japanimation. It's like, I mean, there's animation that's not Disney? And then finding out Speed Racer was anime later was also like mind-blowing. Oh, I made a bad choice. Made a really bad choice there. These books have patterns that are not remotely helpful. What kind of a pattern is that? Oh, there goes my upgrade. Not a pattern. Just doing stuff. Oh man. Harry Potter land. For me, I mean, it wasn't until Dragon Ball came out. Dragon Ball Z. Like, I had a friend who was Chinese, and he had heard of Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball, but you know, he would talk about it, but I'd never seen it. And then when Dragon Ball Z came out, like that was it. I was like, oh man, anime is cool. And then I was like, I need to see more anime. And like, I went from watching Dragon Ball Z and waiting for them to finish the damn Saiyan saga. It took them forever on Cartoon Network. Like watching Ninja Scroll, and then like, oh, this is cool. There's boobs in this in Japanese cartoons, and then like going from there to Akira, whatever else the video stores had. It's tough. I mean, that was it. It was like they only had the big things. Refuse to duck. You're not first or last. Oh man, probably should have ducked there though. That's a really cool looking effect. I want to see that again. Come back. I don't know why that looks cool to me. Definitely never been this far in this level, or in this game. All this right here is new to me. I just wish I had more time. It's like the better I do, I'm like, I gotta get that password. Oh no. Fred Askera and Paula. God, it's so good. Oh man. At the arcade recently, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, and like, I had forgot, don't know if you're aware, but they have a remix of Bloody Tears that they added to the DDR games, like, years ago. I just forgot it existed. This is my strategy of just hitting things until something happens. Hopefully one of us dies for first. It's not working out great there. Not to actually try. But yeah, it's a remix of Bloody Tears. It came out for DDR Supernova 2, I believe. Which is from like PS2 era. I don't know if it's in the home version for PS2, but I know it's in the arcade. So I remember the first time I found one of those machines like in person, like that specific version, I was like, oh wait, what is this? They got plenty of other like video game songs. For a while they had I don't remember. I think it's called You're Not Here from Silent Hill 3. Or something was a song they featured. If you remember geez, Karaoke Revolution, they had Snake Eater. So that was good. That right there is good. Okay. My plan of trying is also not working out super great for me. I got this. I've actually got a PS2 mat for the game Pump It Up, like behind my door. Not that I can really use it. I'm on the second floor of my house. We've also got a basement, so I mean, I guess I could. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm paranoid about making noise. Like when I play games and stuff, I tend to like I had a surround sound system and like would keep the volume turned pretty low because I was always worried about like disrupting somebody, which made it super pointless. This might be it. Oh man. Well, at least there's that password system. Amazing. She didn't even have to hold me for me to get hit. Okay, let's try this starting here. Oh, it's not working out good. No, we're just gonna go with this. We're gonna do this. We're doing it live. Fucking thing sucks. I can't jump the fire. I can't figure out the timing. I only have the one life left. Oh man. Now it gets shitty. I remember hearing this story in this podcast about this guy who was playing this game, and I don't know which level it was. It might have been the second level when you're in the forest. Whatever. I think it's the first level where you have these spiders, where he said he was playing the game as a kid and just super into it, and like, you know, there's a spider that was on the screen, he kept trying to whip it and it wasn't dying, and then he realized it was an actual spider that was dropping across his TV. Which is, again, it's one of those things that like, back then, you know, you sit there and believe that, like, oh man, this game looks so real. It looks just like a real floating eyeball. Make good choices. Good choices. Not a good choice. Ah, no. Bad things happen. Alright. Time to write down this password. Oh, man. Actually, you know what I'll do? Instead of writing it down, I'll use a bit of modern technology and just take a screenshot of it. Got a screenshot of picture with my phone. That is some beautiful art right there. Alright. I guess I have to stop. I'm gonna try to finish this tomorrow. Don't know. My friend is waiting to play Dying Light 2, so we'll see what happens. Look at these achievements. Alright, man. I will see you. Appreciate the help. And there we go. Toodles.